Well, it's finally Friday. Let's see. Let me get where the sunlight's a little bit better. I looked like I was in the dark there, didn't I? I'll walk around here. There we go. That's a little bit better. I guess I got to. Let me get where the light's better. There's the back of my house. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I see you, Axel. My dog. You want to get in the show again, don't you? You sure do, don't you? You want to get in the show. Let me see if I can get where it looks a little bit better. The sunlight. I don't know if anybody wants to look at the back of my house all the time. Let me walk around here and let's see if we can get us a better spot, Axel. You want to do that? Got the laptop. Whoops. See if, do what? Yeah, I'm out here on YouTube Live, and he's helping me. Let me set my laptop down. All righty. Let me see if I can kind of readjust this. The light coming through that little arch. Good morning. Hey, Jay. Hope you're doing fine this morning. Yeah, I'm just trying to get started here this morning a little bit. Well, actually, I've been started. It's about 4:30 this morning. One of my drivers blew out that FedEx used. Took 5 hours getting out there to him. So that was a bad thing. Hey, Axel. Hey, Axel, you want to say hey to everybody? Yeah, I hear you. Hop up here. Hop up. Huh? I hear you. My dog, Axel. You got 2 dogs, 2 border collies. You want to get on the picture? You want me? Here, you want me? There you are. There you are. Hey, Axel. Yeah, there you go. He's a happy dog. We got 2 border collies. One that's a real good dog. The other one, he's a good dog when he doesn't try to get out of his fencing. He wants to get out of the electronic fencing all the time. But that's life in the fast lane. You get dogs that'll do that sometimes. But we've had an eventful morning this morning. Like I said, we had that driver that had 2 blowouts and it took a long time to get started. And then the second incident we had one of my drivers was backing up to hook up to a converter dolly, and another contractor, or another driver, not the contractor, another driver out of Kansas City came in and just wasn't paying attention, pulled in behind my guy, and boom, got hit. But that's his fault. My guy was backing up to a converter dolly, and this guy wasn't paying attention. Said he blew a city horn. Well, I'm sorry. Little city horns can't be heard, and that's tough to do. And you're not supposed to be pulling behind somebody on the blind side when they're backing up to something anyway. So all of that was kind of stupid on his part. But it is what it is. It's the trucking business. The trucking business will give you a new feature to deal with every single day, it seems like. You have to really stay on top of the trucking business. But we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Another day, another dollar. Oh, wow. You got okay. You got a job. You got started at 14. Okay, you start on the 14th. Well, great, Jay. Glad to hear that. And now, what kind of job is that, Jay? Yeah, Axel, I don't need to be kissed this morning. No, you can't type either. Let me push that back. You're not good at typing. I promise you're not. Yeah. Now what kind of job have you got going, Jay? I know you were saying you're down there at not Southern Pines, is Southern Pines, Pinehurst is where you say you're at. So you're down there in Hamlet and all that, Southern Pines and all that area then, I guess. I don't know where your job's at, but hopefully you'll get you a good one. Hopefully you will. One of these days I might get a job. I say that in jest. My wife does not want me getting any more jobs. Hey, JC. Yep, that's right. The troubles of a trucking company. Yeah, I got called at 4:30 this morning about those tires, and then like I said again, with the little bump up that the driver had on the yard, it's a never ending issue, and those are of course. I'm glad it was not a bad bump up. I mean, little bump ups are going to happen. I mean, a lot of times it's just careless drivers. They're just not paying attention to what they're doing, and they're all in a hurry. That's the problem. We get in on a crowded yard on the FedEx yard down there. It's crowded, and everybody's trying to get their loads and get out of there as quick as they can, and it's not going to happen. And you got to be aware of your surroundings and everything, and that's what this guy wasn't doing. I think he was. You get so many of these young drivers, they're texting, not paying attention, whatever. But I told him, I said, well, your contractor has a camera in that truck. So if you see anything different than what we say that happened, you prove it on that camera, because he's got the forward facing camera, and he should have a camera showing what his driver was doing too, if he was inattentive or whatever he was doing. If it's like a lot of them down there, they're texting on their phone as they're trying to hook up, and we see a lot of crazy situations. But hopefully today will go better. JC, boy, you're impressing me with that great all of yours. Every time I turn around, you're a master on that thing. You're like me when I used to be a yard switcher at Carolina Freight. You learn to wheel those things around. But yeah, you're doing good. Scare me almost on that great all when you start pulling those things off trailers and everything. Something. I'm the same way, JC. When I come into a busy place, you slow down. You don't speed up. I mean, that's what happens. We got these converter dollies that are sitting all over the converter dolly yard, and we have to go in, pull up, and then back up and hook up to them. And you got some of these young, I don't want to call them, well, I'm not going to call them idiots, but young drivers that feel like they try to multitask too much, or really inattentive, not paying attention. And that's what you get a lot of times. Just these guys not paying attention. They do what they can. JC, I'm going to have to get you I'm going to try to see if Carolina Freight Museum is open this morning and get you one of their tractor trailers. I had to show you some I got. I've got a few of those too. I like the ones that actually have a real business logo. And Carolina Freight has some real nice ones up there at their museum. They have, I forget which one of those same companies you were mentioning that makes those model trucks and everything. But that's what happens. Well, how's the weather up there in Ohio today, JC? Is it pretty good? It's nice down here, boy. We've had about 4 or 5 beautiful days down here. I mean, I could take a year's worth of weather like this, where it's about, I think it was 59 degrees when my wife and I got up this morning and walked. Where I'm trying to lose weight. I went to the doctor this week, and he says, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. And I said, I already know what's wrong, Doc. I'm too fat, and I need to exercise more. I said, I need to cut back on the food. And he said, yep. Said fruits and vegetables, and then walk more. Oh, golly, it's been raining for 2 days up there. So you've been working inside the shop, I guess. That's the way it goes. It's rainy or it's not, but I couldn't ask for better weather than we've had. We've had enough wet weather. Keep the rain in Ohio. I don't need that. Just keep it up there, and we'll be in good shape. My grass and everything else, it's hard to keep up with it. We've had so much rain. Oh, the shop is full of trucks waiting on parts. Oh God. And you're working outside in the rain? Golly. I hope the missus has got your umbrella for you. Yeah, that's a tough thing when it's like that. I'm looking over at the new shop that the Ford dealership. I was over there yesterday, and we're looking at that. And I'm thinking about getting one of my 53-foot trailers I've got and putting it up on piers, and then coming off of that with a lean-to shed on that, and then cement the floor and everything, because my guys like walking outside a lot of time. Yeah, you're not sugar. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Yeah, you're like me. We're the salt of the land, aren't we? So we might, that's us. We're the salt of the land, salt of the earth, as they call it. We're not sugar for sure. Yeah. Now she's a sweetie now. She might melt, but you're like me, son. You outpunted your coverage there. You got a cutie. And you tell Miss Smith I said that. I mean, every picture that I've seen of her, even if she wasn't all dialed up, she's a cutie. She's a natural good looking girl. So you better not let anybody steal her away from you there. Yeah. My guys like working outside too. I mean, the natural breeze and everything. I mean, you get into a shop, especially if you got a lot of diesel fuel and all the chemicals and everything else. Yeah, it can get kind of intense sometimes with just the smells inside of a shop. And so, working outside, a lot of my guys like doing that. Like I said, under a shed, they like, if we got a shed situation, that they enjoy that, as opposed to, just getting, I mean, we got the nice shop, the new one especially. It's real nice, and we can go in there and shut the doors. Got all the LED lights and everything else, but they like opening the doors up and having the breeze come through there and that sort of stuff. Yeah, and natural light you can see real good with natural light too. That's the other thing too. I mean, nothing beats being able, even if you're underneath a truck or whatever, if you're out there under natural light, you can see so much more than when you pull it in the shop. You pull it in a shop sometimes, and it just gives you, I don't know, an obstructed light problem, And so, I like to be able to do that also. Well, okay. So I'm looking for an easy up and over one. I'll tell you something we did. And now you may think I'm crazy, and most people do. We found, I remodeled the bathroom. We cut all the fiberglass out of it had a fiberglass insert, and we took that fiberglass and kind of made that into some things, and we attached, I forgot what the boys attached to, but they got it, and they took that fiberglass bathroom shell and made it into a little shed, which works out great. Hey, Justin, you doing okay too? Yeah, JC's in here. We're just chatting away about some of the issues from this morning. Under a truck. Yeah, what you could do, you're talking about your great all there. What if you had built something with something with your pallets and skids and had a fiberglass top or something like that you could just scoot up under, and then just put that over top of you and the great all. And if it was good and secure, you could make you a little mini shed there. Where are you driving to, Justin? Yeah, Pinehurst, down there, Jay, yeah. Oh, so you're just listening. Okay. You mean you're not going to get to see this beauty here? Golly. You just have to tell him, JC, what he's missing. You get to see this 67-year-old guy sitting at, well, not quite 67. Next month, I'll be 67 next month. Yeah, but Clark Chevrolet. Oh, great. Yeah, I know of Clark Chevrolet there, Jay. That's good. Yeah, Axel. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Timmy and the whale. Yeah. Go get Timmy. Yeah, all people know Lassie's old story. That's about the way my little dog's doing right now. He's coming up and he's doing that. He's doing that Lassie imitation. Yeah, you just love it, don't you, doggy? Yeah. Give me howdy. Yeah. I got one. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they say you got to be in the camera, huh? You're a showboat. Yeah. Can you see yourself there? Yeah. Thinking about building a new air conditioning shop in the near. Well, if you do it in Ohio, you don't need an air conditioner as much, do you, JC? I mean, I know a lot of them are doing these, these great big air conditioning type fans where they put ice in it and everything else. A lot of them say those things are fantastic. We actually sell them at Napa too. So I think they had a special on them this month, as a matter of fact. So, that's one way to do it. Okay, DOT says, yeah, well, I know it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they kind of frown on watching videos, Justin. That's for sure. I hope my voice is coming through okay. Most people, I've got a loud voice, so it usually is. I'm not. I usually come across pretty good for most. If you can understand my Southern drawl, if I can get around that, you're okay. Hey, okay. See you, JC. Glad you was able to drop in. And I'm trying to get my subs up and everything. I'm getting a few more people on here. I did a thing with Google, and that Top Fuel video I had the other day getting hit pretty good. Now, if I can get my subs up, I'll be in good shape and everything. I like to be able to get up a few if I can. And y'all boys help me out. If you know anybody wants to hear an old trucker talk, just let them know. East Tennessee. Oh, Justin, you're in East Tennessee. What part? I got 5 trucks that go up there every day. Are you up there near Knoxville? If you're up there near Knoxville, East Tennessee. Oh, yeah. All I understand. Yeah, that's right. Me and you and Clay and Jay Young and all the rest of us. Yeah, we talk normal. Now all the rest of them just don't understand us, do they? Morristown. Oh yeah, I know where Morristown is. Right there off 81. I know exactly where I actually bought. I bought 6 trucks up there one time from Old Dominion. It's right off of 81 up there in Morristown. So I know exactly where you're from up there. Yeah, that's in the backwoods. I mean, it does. I get up to Knoxville a good bit. Knoxville, and we switch out over there at Strawberry Plains truck stop, if you know where that is, right there on 81. That's where 81 and 40, I guess you could call it together. But we switch out. How many have I got switched out there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 trucks to switch out there, and then on up the road, up on 75, I got 2 that switch out up there at Caryville, up there where the great big flag is. No flag. No, it's cross. Got a great big cross up there, I think, right there at the truck stop at Caryville, up there on 75, up above Knoxville. We got two that meet teams, and they switch out up there, and then turn around and come back to Charlotte. So yeah, that's where those trucks go. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff that goes up in Tennessee. That's about 7. I got about 7 trucks that go up there every day, up there and back, and come back into. 2 of them come out of Greensboro going up there, and and then the rest of them come out of Charlotte going up there. So yeah, we keep it busy. We keep the road busy going up I-40, going through the gorge, and going into Knoxville, up 75, and like I said, around 40, all over there. So we keep it pretty busy. Okay, you drive 75 from the 29 up to the 83 mile marker every day. Oh, okay. Well, you're probably passing by a lot of my trucks then. I mean, those FedEx ground trucks. I had an incident up there about a year or so ago. I had one or it might have been 2 years ago, 1 or 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I had one of my trucks that they made us put these cameras in, and they wouldn't let us do it. They had a company that did it. Well, this one guy didn't do it right, messed up the wiring inside my dash. My driver called me one day. He said, well, they call him, a lot of them call me Mr. Mike. So Mr. Mike said, I smell smoke in the truck. I said, well, pull over. He said, yeah, it's smoking up here inside his cut. He said, it's coming under the dash. I said, well, get out there and pop the hood. Let's make sure we hadn't got a wiring problem out there on the motor, because everything was running fine. But then he pulled over and popped the hood, and he said, oh, everything's fine here. I said, well, go over there to the passenger side, open the door back up. Well, he went back to the passenger side, opened the door, and I could see flame. He was video chatting with me. He was like a FaceTime. He did a FaceTime with me, and I could see the flames. I was, oh crap, get away from that truck. I mean, the flames had already shot up and was going up past the dash, up to the windshield almost. He said, oh, my charger's in there. I said, well, you grab your charger and get the heck away from that thing. He said, you want me to try to put it out with the extinguisher? I said, son, it is too far gone. I said, you already passed extinguisher times. I said, call 911. It's time to get the fire department out there. And it burnt that truck completely gone. The cab was gone. The only thing was cool. I mean, it didn't mess up the motor. The motor's still good. I still have it up here. And but he flipped the hood up when I asked him to check underneath the hood. And because all of it was contained within the cab of the truck, it burnt the cab completely off of that truck. And yeah, it's something. It was something. But again, life as a trucker, when you get into trucking business, you get into all kind of issues. But the company took the blame for it. That did the wiring on the truck. The investigators, they had fire investigators come out, and they took the blame for what they did. And I was able to get another truck out of it anyway. And thank goodness I was able to retain the salvage too, because it had a good 60 series motor, and it's got a 60 series Detroit in it. And we'll take that, reman it, put it in another one. We got several. I have a lot of 60 series trucks, and so we'll be able to take advantage of that one day. Well, my wife is pointing at me. Am I needing to get off and help you? You're not going to say? My wife will not talk while I'm on TV. Axel does. Axel's been coming over here and talking good. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off. I've been on here about 25 minutes, so she won't let me. She has things for me to do. So I've got places to go and things to do. So I better do that. I'll see all of y'all, and enjoyed chatting with everybody this morning.